Thank you for taking the time to speak with us today.
Sure, thank you.
Just a few questions for you.
Okay.
So what are some of the current trends in innovative office space design that you expect to fade away over the next few years?
What I would see fading away is the assigned office and the assigned workstation. I see that going away as we move towards a more agile work environment. I can see, and we're doing this right now at Verizon, so it's unassigned space. Offices are for everyone, not just for the select few. And I also see the absence of an office hierarchy in terms of traditional reporting structures as we get to more integrated teams. So I see a lot of that changing very, very short term.
Okay. How do you take into consideration when you're trying to accommodate a space over, 2 or 3 generations worth of workers, giving, millennials want things this way, and some of the folks who've been around for 30 years might want more traditional office settings. So how do you integrate a space like that?
That's a great question. And I think the way we do it is our designs are, for the most part, 50-50 or 60-40 hard wall space and open. And I think what you have to do is really go through a pretty intensive change management program to find out how a business actually works. People always have their preference. Most people probably choose an office. A lot of people would choose to be in an open work environment. So I think what we're actually finding is the older generations at work, like myself, are more open to this more open work environment because we've felt isolated in these offices for so long. So what's interesting is the things that we probably aspire to 10, 20 years ago to get that promotion, to get your office, actually didn't make us contribute more. From an everyday perspective, it gave us management responsibility, but it kind of took us out of the mainstream of what's happening. And we find today in corporate America is everyone has to play ball, everyone has to be involved, and being a much more open work environment allows you to do that.
Thank you very much.
You're welcome.
Thank you for taking the time to speak with us today.
Great, happy to speak.
Yes. So I'm just going to ask a few questions. One question I'm wondering is, what ways is the new headquarters for GE in Boston? What ways does that reflect the brand's desire to become known as a premier digital industrial company?
Great, that's a great question, Jennifer. I think what we look at the campus that we're trying to create as the intersection of our brand and our beliefs. So the beliefs is an internally focused, like how we behave as a company, how we behave as employees for the company, and it's stay lean to go fast. It's inspire and empower each other. Make sure that we're working at the speed of business, and that our brand value, which is kind of our external face, is consistent with that. And what we're trying to do is to make sure that the place that we're creating is actually part of that brand value, part of our beliefs. And as we evolve into a digital industrial company, that it manifests not just the industrial past that we have, but this digital industrial future. Because everybody knows that your history is a strong predictor of performance. GE's been around for 130 years. We didn't have a 130-year, we didn't have one 130-year plan. We've evolved. Our culture's evolved. Our products have evolved. And so what we look to the campus itself that we're creating to evolve into helping us become who we're going to become, and that's really what the crux of the changes that we're trying to create in the campus.
Okay, thank you. Another question. It's shown in a lot of the data that for many companies, the most critical work as well as the most time-consuming work is individual focus work. With current trends being more towards open and collaborative space, do you have any concerns about how that might affect individuals' ability to concentrate on their focus work?
I think everybody's role has both individual focus work and collaborative work. And I think that as we go forward, part of our understanding of what that collaborative work is to say that's a time where you need to plan out to be able to work in a larger, perhaps larger, perhaps just a more targeted type of space. There's other times where someone needs to be able to choose to and needs to be able to work in a smaller environment that is quieter. And part of the model for, as we create space, is to say that choice, we recognize and value the employee's choice, one, to come into work, and then two, to actually behave in a way that is choosing what space is most supportive for what they need to do. And so it's like, I think the responsibility is on us as people who create space to actually understand that people have a choice and then create the space that they want to and need to go to. And if you don't do that, then there is a concern about that, right? Because you're not able to have the space that people need. Am I concerned about it for us? Our experience, at least creating open space, is that people have found it liberating, not constraining and not distracting. That is the ratios, though, that you have to be really concerned of. It's like, how much private space do you have per desk, per person, and then how open are you to making sure that you continue to leave those spaces open for people to go into when they need to.
Sure.
Does that make sense?
Yes.
Okay.
Thank you very much.
Very good. You're welcome.